I'm flying solo. Unfortunately, Francesca's not here tonight. Francesca, we love you. We miss you. It's me, Lisa, just in case nobody knows who I am, because nobody really cares.
Who doesn't know you, Lisa?
Everybody
knows
Lisa.
Everybody.
Who knows me?
The girl from La Gomare.
Yeah, that's it. You're right. Yeah, we have a viewer. Okay, so guys, welcome to Let's Talk It Out. I'm Lisa Occhionero, black eye. Don't be fooled. My eyes are blue, just to say. So, guys, we have a special guest tonight. Well, I have a special guest tonight because I'm only one. So I will introduce him shortly. Guys, stay tuned. We also have our brother podcast sessions with Stefano Vanni, whose voice you'll be here lingering in the background.
You know it.
There you go. See, that was him. And
It's
he sings
here.
too. And hence his musical podcast. But now we're on Let's Talk It Out.
Let's talk it out.
Let's talk it out. Let's
Talk
just
it
yammer
out.
on
Let's
like we
do it,
always do.
baby.
Then we're going to do it. But before we start talking, because siamo tutti italiani, we like to talk, we just want to thank our sponsors.
Very
We got
important.
sponsors.
And we have 2 new ones.
Oh, great stuff.
Okay, so the first...
Wow. That's a serious thanking there.
Yes, well, I'm excited, right? I'm excited. When you get sponsors, you get excited because
course.
these are
Right.
people who support you and they encourage your work and they like your work and we want to show appreciation.
And if
because
you
we
want to
love
see
them.
Lisa go ooh, ee, ah again,
That will be the new motto.
call us.
Ooh,
I'd
Call
like
us.
to do that sound, you know, you know, they do the rotation thing. Anyways, I won't do that. So, guys, our first amazing, awesome sponsor is G Catering or Traiteur G Catering, Jacinto Salerno.
Jacinto
Thank
Salerno.
you.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
You know
you.
him. I'm sure you know
yeah,
him.
of course I know Jacinto.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
catering. He's the guy. Actually, he was on our. If you want, you can go and see his podcast.
Yeah,
It's
he makes
the
great
last-
food. Makes great food.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
he's amazing.
no,
yeah.
like,
The
Great.
man could cook.
And he was
From
in
one-
your seat last week.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, that
Yeah.
was my seat. Actually, he was in the
Or, yeah,
middle.
he
last
was in the
week.
middle.
From one
yes,
chef to another.
For one chef to another.
That's it. No, that. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. We truly, truly appreciate it. And so I'm going to give you his coordinates because everybody wants to order, right?
Absolutely.
So it's 8520 Boulevard Parkway in Anjou, 514-770-9235 and traiteurgcatering.com. And
Guys, you
honestly-
can even just order if you're having a family get together and you want to order a lasagna for 20 people
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah.
He does it all, man, and it's
Yeah.
all phenomenal food. Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
It's really good.
Smells
He's really
watering.
good.
I
He's
saw
He's
some
good.
of the photos.
It's really, really good.
And our second sponsor is from Remax Alliance. You need a house, Peter. You need to sell.
No. I sold my house.
It's okay, but I hope you sold with them.
No.
With him. He is a Remax Alliance real estate broker, extremely knowledgeable in the business, very distinguished professional. He knows his stuff. This is somebody, if you want residential information, even commercial information, give him a call. He's ready to meet your needs. In today's market especially, you need somebody
Yeah,
who's
and it's
very
very
strong.
important to have professionals handle the selling or buying of your
Oh
house.
my God,
Yes.
is it
Because I'm
ever?
going to tell you a story. My cousin just sold her house after her mother died.
Oh, no.
And some guys are professional scammers out there. And they did the inspection and everything. And he said that there was des vis cachés
Yeah.
in the house. And now my cousin is losing $100,000 on the deal, going to court, paying lawyers. So I'm telling you, it's very good. You're smart. You draw up a contract. But I'm telling you, it's worth it to get some
Yep.
real professional
Yeah.
real estate agents
Yeah.
to not go through what my cousin's going
Yeah,
through.
you pay for a reason, and that's when you
$100,000.
need
And that's
it.
what it
Yeah.
is.
She's already spent $25,000 of lawyers.
Oh my
And I
God.
think they're going to settle now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But still, it's the stress. You have a family. You have your
100%.
kids.
Nobody
And you
needs
got to
that.
go through that. It's
Yeah,
a killer. you
nobody
know?
needs that, definitely.
So get professionals.
Yes,
people.
and this is a professional.
Yes, so Mr. Van Kropsal and his equipe Kropsal, so 438-402-9471. Email vanc at remax-quebec.com. Van Kropsal equipe. Guys, very professional. He'll definitely meet your needs if you want to buy or sell. So guys, you're in good hands with him. And now for the moment.
The moment.
The moment.
moment.
See, we don't have a drum set. Drrrr. Like we have to. There
It's
you
coming
go,
on
there you
Sessions
go.
with Staff, but we'll get it in
Hey,
there.
it's coming, but it's on the wrong one.
on the
It has to
wrong
be on
one.
this
I know,
one.
I know.
Anyways, it doesn't do anything on yours. But now with extreme pleasure, because my mouth is salivating already. I could smell the yumminess of what you see in front of me, the sauce. So without further ado, Mr. Peter Costa.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Peter.
C'è la luna, mezzo mare, mamma mia, mamma.
Yes, sir.
So
Do
guys,
you need the,
I'm so happy that Lisa invited me to the show. And it's probably to talk about my sauce, right?
Yes, tomato. Let's say tomato
Yeah,
That's
sauce.
all
tomato
people want to
sauce.
talk to me about now is sauce, right?
Let's say tomato sauce, just to clarify.
Yeah. Spaghetti sauce.
Spaghetti
pasta
sauce. That's
Yeah.
right.
So guys, we have some new flavors right now in the stores. We have our Bolognese. We have our roasted garlic tomato basil. We have the arrabbiata. And we have our brand new Sicilian marinara. This is my grandmother's recipe. This is the recipe that we would eat every Sunday at our house.
Oh, nice.
And of course, grandmother would make a batch of
Would
meatballs
make it, yeah.
to go in this, right? And what's fun about it, I started the sauce company because I was vegan for 3 years. Because I had a vegan girlfriend, but she couldn't cook, right? So every time she cooked, I would say, you know what, o faccio io. So I started, because of my love of Italian food, I started playing around with a lot of plant products out there to make a Bolognese sauce that tastes like meat, but there's no meat inside. And that's our logo, Costa Vegan Bolognese. Can't believe it's vegan. I know it's Italians, vegan, it's like Dracula.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, what I wanted, the idea how I came out to bring first of all, I was the first to bring to market in Canada a plant-based Bolognese sauce. So we were on Dragon's Den last year where Mr. Vincent Guzzo made us an offer of $100,000.
Wow.
We're still doing the due diligence because these things, they take a lot of time. But I was the first one. And we're in 350 stores across Quebec.
350
We're
stores.
in 350 stores across Quebec. You can find us in Quebec City, in Lévis, in Trois-Rivières, in Granby, in Sherbrooke, in Gatineau, in Ottawa.
Amazing.
And
Very
well,
good.
you're from Laval, right?
See?
So in Laval, you could find us very easily at IGA Auteuil.
Oh, okay.
And you could find us at IGA Sévigny on Robert Bourassa. Okay?
Oh my God, that's awesome.
So
Yeah.
when I started the sauce, well, I started inviting people over, and not all my friends were vegan or vegetarians, and I wouldn't tell them that there was no meat inside.
Yeah.
And everybody would say, "Peter, my God, your sauce is so good. Peter, my God, your sauce is so good." Then at the end, I would tell them, "Guys, there's no meat in the sauce."
Oh my God.
So what we use to make the sauce is we use peas or soya, right? So we have both. We have with soy, but because there's 10% of the population that are soya intolerant, we use peas now. In the beginning, peas were very expensive to do this process, okay? So basically, soya or a pea, it's a bean, right? So basically what we do is we dehydrate it, and we crumble it, right? And we caramelize it with organic cane sugar. Because all the ingredients in this sauce is GMO-free, organic, natural, no pesticide, no water, no paste, no preservatives. So you're having a healthy sauce.
Holy crap.
Because a lot of sauces out there, first of all, I refused $100,000 from the big chain stores because they wanted me to put citric acid in the sauce to have more shelf life.
Okay.
But when me and my mom tasted the sauce, it tasted like metal. And if you notice, all the other sauces out there, they all taste the same.
Yeah.
It's because of the citric acid. And plus, it's not good for your health. And you got to watch out with the ingredients that you put in your product. So I wanted to do a real healthy product, right? And if you try it, you're going to see, you invite guests over, they'll never be able to tell that it's a non-meat sauce. But that's the only 3 sauces that are Bolognese plant-based. All my other sauces, like the Sicilian marinara, and we're coming out with the puttanesca and the aphrodisiac sauce.
Oh my God.
And our rosé, they're going to be regular middle-of-the-road sauces. So we're
Okay.
going to have 2 lines. One specialized
Vegan.
for vegan, vegetarian. But They're all going to be organic and natural ingredients. And the difference between my sauce and all the other sauces out there, when you're going to taste the sauce, you're going to see it doesn't taste like a jarred sauce.
Okay.
Because all, Italians especially, they don't buy jarred sauces, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't do well in Italian stores. But now, much better.
Yeah.
Because the older people, they're fed up of cooking. They're getting older. And I did a
Not just old people.
I did a tasting, and that's what makes me proud. I did a tasting at the IGA 2 weeks ago, and the older generation, then they taste, ma sai che buono. And they buy it, right? And now today I have a new motto, which I say, the best sauce in the world after yours, because everybody makes the best sauce, right?
Yeah.
So the best sauce in the world after yours is Costa sauces. So we're coming out with a new line. We're also going to be coming out with the meatballs and all kinds of other products soon.
Wow.
So I'll be telling you about it. And the difference between my sauce, there's no water, no paste. So you see, even in the jar, you see how thick it is?
Yeah.
Right? And if you take the other sauces and you put them in a strainer, you're going to see that most sauces
Are water.
are 67% water.
Yeah.
Here it's only tomatoes and passata. And the other thing, very, very important, because today we don't know. Now they want to put insect flour into our food, right? That's coming, right? And if you read the ingredients, if you see Coachella, it's insect flour, okay? There's already bread there made with grasshoppers. So you got to watch out and you got to read the ingredients today, okay? So first of all, we import our tomatoes from Puglia in Italy, okay? I have some friends there that associated with Italian farmers in Puglia, and that's 250 acres of Roma and San Marzano tomatoes, and they do everything with the tomatoes, tomato water, sun-dried tomatoes, and they don't use no OGMs, no pesticide, and you cannot compete with these tomatoes because a lot of people will put on their label Italian tomatoes, but they come from China, India, or the United States.
Okay.
And they're all, but it's important that people know, and then they're all.
Probably the seed comes from Italy, right? And then they plant it.
Even if I take the seed of the San Marzano tomato and I grow it in my backyard,
It's
the
Italian.
tomato will look the same.
Yeah.
But it's going to be full of seeds.
Yeah.
It's going to be full of water, and the skin is going to be very thin. Whereas in Puglia, my tomatoes get an average of 2,700 hours of sunshine per year, cooled off by the salty breeze of the Mediterranean Sea. So the tomato...
I want to be a tomato.
All of a sudden, I want to fucking...
Like, Jesus.
So
take the sun with the tomatoes.
The tomato has almost no seeds. There's no water, and the skin is very thick. So when
It's
we
good
squeeze the
thick skin.
juice, we squeeze the juice of that. Now, where the tomatoes are grown is also very important because you get the air of Italy, the sunshine of Italy, you get the salty breeze. So all that affects the taste, right? It's like the Parmigiano cheese. Why is that cheese better than somewhere
It's
else?
the best cheese.
La mortadella
San Daniele.
from Bologna. Why? Because of what the animals eat, of the climate.
It's like the
gives
coffee, too. The
Yeah.
espresso.
Yeah, coffee too.
We can't come close to it here.
Yeah.
It's like honey, right? If you live in Laval and I live in Montreal and the honeys make bees, the bees from Montreal, the honey from Montreal will not taste like the honey in Laval. Why?
This is dirty in Laval. No, I'm joking.
Because of the flowers.
The flowers.
The flowers.
We have
So
better
if there's
flowers.
different flowers,
flowers,
it
yeah.
gives it a different taste and
Yeah,
a different
exactly.
color. Same thing with all plants. It depends where it grows. So when you're buying Costa sauces, you're getting 100% healthy product for your family. You're getting no pesticides. You're getting no OGMs. And today there's a lot of people that are gluten intolerant.
Yeah.
And it's 100% gluten free.
Gluten-free.
And if you try it, I swear to God, you're gonna see it tastes like your mother's sauce, right? It's because of the quality of course, it's $1 or $2 more expensive than the competition, right? But we don't put no scrap in our
exactly.
product.
That's-
But it's like pizza, right?
Yeah.
If you order pizza 2 pour 1 from Mohammed at Les Quatre Frais, right? You're gonna pay cheap. You're gonna get the fries. You're gonna get the 2 liter of Coke and the Dunkin' Heinz cake
For $18.
but for $18.99. But it's gonna taste like cardboard,
Yeah.
right?
Never mind, we
And,
ordered.
and when the cheese get
Oh my
cold, it looks like plastic.
Like plastic.
I ordered a pizza once. Remember this? We ordered a pizza once, and there was a hair this long in it
Yeah,
from
you know-
Mohammed, whatever.
But if you order a pizza from Salvatore that's been making the dough since 7 o'clock this morning, you're gonna pay
That's true.
$30, but you're gonna say, "Mannaggia che buona sta pizza."
That's true.
So it's the same thing with food. So
It's
guys,
like Bottega. You go. It's
yeah,
I
pricey.
love
Bottega's very good.
Yeah.
Damn it! It's a hell of a pizza.
pay $30, but you're satisfied. So
Yeah.
the same thing with the Costa sauce. You'll pay. It retails anywhere from $7.99 to $8.99, depending on the stores, right?
Yeah.
Because in business, the more you buy, the better price you get,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anywhere from $8 to $10, but when you're gonna eat it, you're gonna say, "My God, I'm enjoying my spaghetti." And it's always important to have a jar of sauce in your pantry,
Always.
because you have unexpected guests that come. You don't feel like
It's
doing
always
the whole prep.
important because if it's not there, I start to shake.
Yeah.
There has to be 2-3 jars because no, they just start choking.
Yeah,
No,
you know, all'improvviso somebody comes, pap, hanno piatti
yeah.
di pasta, boom, boom, un'insalata.
It's funny. We always go for the pasta when somebody comes
we
over.
do bella figura, right? But and and even today with the prices on the market today, celery was $7 this week.
I know.
It was.
Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
even
yeah.
if you make your own sauce, it's gonna cost you more than buying it. Okay, you could freeze it or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, to make a bolognese sauce today,
Yeah, it's gonna cost
the
you.
meat went up,
Yeah.
the tomatoes went up, the celery went up.
Yeah, 100%.
Just the carrots are holding their price.
That's it. Them, they're in the middle.
Right? So that's the importance of buying a good quality sauce.
100%. So
My God. I'm
Wow.
just so absorbed into the sauce now. Like
So,
Odi.
so that's what I really, I tried to go vegan, for a long time. But now I'm more like a pesco vegetarian, right? Because, I love my cheese, right?
Yeah.
And it's very hard to, when you're Italian, it's very hard to go. So more vegetarian. First of all, now, getting age, I got diabetes, and my doctor told me that I cannot eat red meat anymore. I can't drink wine anymore because you could develop gout, right?
Yeah.
So I stick to and I can't eat blue fish. So blue fish would be tuna,
yeah.
sardines, but salmon is a freshwater fish. So I could eat salmon, I could eat walleye, I could eat. So I got to be very careful, and
Of course, yeah.
of course, I'm on a diet now, trying to lose weight because I don't want to die.
How do you not eat it every night?
Yeah.
Well, I the story of the Le Cordonnier mal chaussé. I got sauce all over the world, and I never have a jar of sauce in my house.
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because I have a warehouse, and I keep some at my mom's house, right?
Yeah.
But tonight, because I came here and I brought you guys some sauce, I put a couple of cases in the
Nice.
That's the way
Good.
to do
Fatto bene. So, I'm very curious to know what's one of your favorite aspects about being an entrepreneur.
It's the passion of what you do. If I have a lot of fun doing it, I have a lot of fun meeting people. I love working with the public, and I love creating. I always was a bit of a creator. When I was young, I had my own disco mobile, which I was booked
Oh my
No.
God,
all
really?
the time. Yeah, it was called the Funk Machine Disco Mobile, and we were always booked,
Okay.
and I used to work at this place called Champagne Records, and I remember the owner had went to Florida to buy some more records because it was the disco era. He came back, the store was empty. I sold everything out. So I always had that salesman entrepreneur, and I also participated in making a song in 1978 called Action 78, Love Disco Style, right? And then, there was some confusion. We split up, and the guy who produced it, picked another band. And but I was the first guy to start doing that album and doing the
really
mixing
cool.
on it.
Wow.
So I did a lot of things like that, and I always was in sales. I was a buyer for Villager shoe shops back in the day.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you remember Villager shoes.
Yeah, I totally
Nope.
remember.
Yeah,
No.
they were like Aldo's.
Ah, okay. I know
Right,
Aldo.
so those days it was Aldo's and Villager. That's it. That's where you bought your fashion shoes.
Okay.
So I remember when I started with Villager, before they had 75 stores across Canada. Then there were two brothers that split up, and they only had 6 stores left in Montreal.
Okay.
So I was working for Salon 6 in those days. I don't know if you remember that.
That I don't know.
On St. Schubert. They were part of the Yellow band. Yellow shoes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yellow used to be like the cheap price, which is now Bon Marché.
Yeah.
And they used to have City shoes and Salon 6 shoes. And I asked for a $10 raise. They didn't give it to me. So I crossed the street and I started selling shoes at Villager. And 2 years later, I became the head buyer. So which allowed me to travel all over the world. And that really opened up my education.
Okay.
And then you learn everything from buying and selling, right? And I always liked food, So I remember for my mother's birthday when I was 7 years old, I baked her a Duncan Hines cake.
Oh,
She was all amazed, right? With the icing and everything. And my uncles had 3 bakeries. And when they needed help, let's go pick up Peter. And I told him, I go, you know what? I'd rather work in construction than the bakery, because my father had a construction company. And in construction, you got to wait for the cement truck. You're outside.
Yeah.
You work hard, but it's by sprint.
Yeah.
But at the bakery,
Non-stop.
you walk in at 5 in the morning,
Ta-ta.
and you can't stop, no stop for lunch, right?
Ooh.
Because you come in, you got to do the baguettes, you got to put the danishes in the oven,
Yeah.
you got to clean all the glass, you got to get ready for the people, and you're making cakes on a big scale.
Yeah.
On a Sunday, we would make 200 sponges, chocolate and vanilla. And those mixers are big. That's like the cement bags of flour.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I go, you know what? I'd rather go back and work in construction. They
Labor
look good, the
carry-
pastry. And in the beginning, they have a trick, right? Eat all the pastries you want. So what happens is you get fed up.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat
don't wanna
anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah.
And I remember, I used to have like half an hour for lunch. And sometimes I would sit in front of the bakery to have my lunch. Hurry up, you finished eating, come and work. So then I go, yeah, I'm going to go take a... I used to go eat, so they can't see me,
Yeah.
So I learned how to cook and have a passion for food there. And when I started making the sauce, people were coming over, and there was no Bolognese sauce plant-based on the market, And everybody was saying, man, it's good, your sauce. And people were coming to my house to buy sauce. So I started advertising my sauce and, doing videos of me and my mom making the sauce in the garage. But we used to do special orders and everything, right? And this sauce as well. I want to tell you a funny story. And we were selling like 200 jars a week.
Oh, nice.
And people coming with Ferraris, Maseratis, And my mom was, ma cosa tutta sta gente? And I says, so when I saw that buzz was created by the posts I was doing on Facebook and people ordering it by the case and special orders, I says, you know what? Let me launch this and try to go to market with it,
Sure.
So that's what we did, And I'm very happy because we're going into our 5th year.
Nice.
We're in 350 stores. I had a fantastic meeting today with some big buyers. Business is tough though. If you get into any kind of business, first couple of years you don't make money. Everybody thinks I'm a millionaire, but it's a tough business because the deliveries are expensive. Everything,
You have to pay your investment back.
Yeah, and the other thing is you got to keep on going. When you're an entrepreneur, there's some nights where you say, you know what, you feel like giving it all up, but then winners never quit and quitters never win. So you got to see it through. I said to myself, I'm gonna give it 5 years, make it or break it, and you know what? Going into my 5th year, the phone started to ring.
Nice.
So I have big. I can't talk about it, right?
Yeah.
But soon you're gonna be getting some great news of what's happening with us,
Amazing.
and that's it. And also, of course, a couple of years back, I did a French show called Un souper presque parfait.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that show.
No.
In English, it's the English version of Come Dine with Me.
Okay, I heard of that one.
So the way it works is that they invite 5 people to go cook a supper, and the participants rate you on your cooking, right? So people, they taste your food, and you win up to $2,500. So here in Quebec, it's very big. I know the Italian English community don't really, but the Quebecers today, last week, imagine, and this was 5 years ago. Last week, I was in Three Rivers. I stopped in a restaurant, and these guys are looking at me like I'm an alien, you know?
They recognize
Yeah,
you.
so I go-
Nice.
I have to lose weight because I always think they're looking at me because I'm big, right? And there's this little girl looking at me, and after 5-10 minutes, the father comes and says, "Sir, you're the guy from Esprit Presque Parfait, huh?" I go, "Yeah." Because my daughter really liked you. She wants to take a picture with you.
Oh,
I
that's
found it so
so
cute, right?
cute.
So I go,
Wow.
imagine, after 5 years, I'm in
They
Three
remember
Rivers, and the girl wants to take. So these are the things that keep me going.
Yeah.
These are the things that make me proud. We were doing very good the first 2 years, right? But then COVID hit us.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And you know, when you're a new company, I don't have the budget of Ricardo and Stefano Ferreira,
Yeah.
where, you know, they're backed up by multi-million-dollar corporations, and, you know, and they're on TV all the time. So it's very easy to sell a product when you have that, you know, that kind of
Money makes money, right?
So the tastings for us were very important because, you know, there's so many sauces out there that they get lost.
Yeah.
And then you see Costa, the guy with the hat, with the face, who's this guy over here? So, and you know, and then you see the price. He said, let me buy the ragu at $2.
That's it. Yeah.
You know? But when you do the tasting and you explain to the people what they're getting, then they taste it, they really like it, because, you know, a lot of sauces out there,
Yeah, I know. Another one.
are very acidy, and the quality of the ingredients is not good. You got chemicals in there which cause cancer,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't understand how they're making us drink aspartame,
Yeah.
right? Which
Yeah,
the
yeah,
body
yeah.
can't digest, right?
Yeah.
Diet Coke, my eye, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're poisoning people, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting more and more knowledgeable of what we put in our foods, you know?
100%.
Because before it was have a Coke and a smile, now it's have a Coke and die.
Have a coconut smile. That's it.
So it's very important to let people know what's inside, what they're getting. Really, what you're getting is a jar of sauce, like if you would be coming to my house and my grandmother would be making a batch of sauce. That's what you're getting. And look, I get the tomatoes all the way in Puglia in Italy, so I want to really sell you something that's
Do you
good.
need pickers to go and get the tomatoes? My name is in
You
there.
gotta go to
right?
Puglia.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Puglia. I'm gonna get I don't care how many.
You know, and the prices went up. You know, like I got 3 price increases in the last 2 years, because now, I don't understand, because I remember when we went to school, the biggest import product of Canada was wheat.
Yeah.
Not anymore. It's cars and car parts, right? And Ukraine doesn't have enough wheat.
Yeah.
So half of the land, they're doing wheat instead of tomatoes to supply Ukraine, right? So, you know, that brings the price up. There's less
Yeah.
demand, and you're scared that you're not going to get any, right?
Yeah.
So, but they kept us in, and we're still there. And I'm only gonna, if I gotta make a product, I'm only going to use a high quality standard product. Because, you know, if I want to make a $3 sauce, I could buy organic tomato paste from California, add water in it, and here you go, $2.99.
Yeah.
But it's not food. Right?
That should be your motto.
It's food, it's food coloring, right? You know, so those are all the little tricks in the business, right? So they buy tomato paste, they add the water back in, put a couple of spices, put a couple of chemicals in there. Looks like sauce, tastes like sauce, but it ain't sauce.
Sauce, yeah.
Here you're getting the real McCoy,
So,
right?
do you still do some in the garage? Tell me.
No, we don't do that any in the garage, because at the beginning when I was doing it in the garage, you know, you live and you learn, right?
Yeah.
And it cost me a lot of money. So I'm happy you asked that question. So I'm doing the sauce in the garage, and you know, people are jealous, right? And people are mean.
Yeah.
Somebody sent the inspectors over,
Oh,
right? So the inspectors came, and thank God, because they could have shut us down before we even started, right? And first of all, I told them I'm not selling it, because I was selling only to friends and family and people from Facebook and social media.
Yeah.
So I wasn't in the stores yet, okay?
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you a story. So then I had to learn what you need to do to get a product out there. Well, to get a product out there, costa soldi,
Yeah.
okay? So you're looking at $15,000, $20,000 just for one. Because, when you open up a business, you get two partners that you don't want, right?
Yeah.
The federal government and the provincial government.
They're
right?
knocking on your door first.
So what happens is, you got to get all kinds of permits, right? You got to get the CIFA, which is the Canadian Association of the Food Association, which is the equivalent of the Food and Drug Administration in the States.
Yeah.
You got to get another permit. You got to take courses from La MAPAC for l'hygiène. So you got to have all these permits and diplomas, because the way it works is you got to go into a laboratory where they test the sauce. You have to do your nutritional facts right. You have to do the text block right. They tell you what you could write and what you can't write. You know what I mean? So we use passata and tomatoes in our sauce. So they said, can't use passata because nobody knows what it is. I got to put tomato juice.
Ah.
But it's not tomato. But it is tomato juice.
Yeah.
But it's not.
But it's really
But
not
it's like a
passata.
paste.
It's
you know
thick,
what I
yeah,
mean?
una
Yeah.
passata.
So it kind of pisses me off that I have to change the words, right? But you got to go, or else they won't make you sell it, right? And you also got to get your nutritional facts. All these things cost money.
Yeah.
Also, you got to register your trademark for your logo. That costs money too.
Yes, the
yeah.
trademarks,
Right?
yeah.
So all these things, because, here in the state, in Canada, we're not so bad. But when you go into the States, they're the champions of suing and copying and stealing your trademark.
Yeah.
So people say, you should have put your face in the front, this and that. Well, the face is to protect me from a trademark. You understand? And I did a test because all the marketing guys told me don't put the face in the front. But then when because I did labels with no face, because you listen to the marketing experts, right?
Yeah.
But all the customers, where's the face? Where's the face? Where's the face? So people want the face.
Yeah.
They're the ones spending the money.
Yeah.
So sometimes the marketing guys,
Ain't no genius,
you know what I mean?
right?
And then I said, and thank God, because when I started off, my first logo looked like Costa Coffee. I don't know if you know Costa Coffee.
No, I don't know.
Costa Coffee is like Starbucks in Europe. There's 3,500 boutiques of Costa Coffee.
Oh, okay.
So when I started, I was supposed to start with a partner, right? And you see, thank God that this happened, because, we're going through times and I didn't know what to do. I was going through a breakup. She was going through a breakup. I go, I have an idea. I have a recipe for the sauce. That if we make the sauce, I think it's going to fly. Yeah, sure, no problem. So I go, so I met a kid like your daughter, where she says, I'm a student, and I go, make me a label, right?
Beautiful.
I told, make me a label, right? And I'll pay. So he makes me a design of this label. I like it. And Costa, which it's my birth name, Peter Costa.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, great. So I started with those labels, okay? My sister comes over and she brings me a coffee mug, a thermos, with the word Costa, which used the same font as my label. I go, what did you do? You copied my label, you made it. She goes, no, that's Costa Coffee in Europe. I go, Anna Jamaros. So the kid must have
Copied
copied
it.
it.
Yeah.
He did a Google search, but I didn't know. So, okay, and then I read about them. They were two brothers that started coffee shops, Starbucks style. And it's a bit like the McDonald's story.
Yeah.
And the two brothers at one point didn't get along, and they sold this company for $15 million. So they did like $7 million each.
Yeah.
This big corporation bought it, and they brought it from 30 coffee shops to over 3,000 coffee shops. They're all over Europe. Now that I tell you, you're going to Google it, you're going to see it, okay?
Yeah.
And so I'm not worried yet, right? So I says, you know what? We'll take the S and we'll put it upside down, backwards.
Yeah.
So if they ever come after us, that's my name, and it's not the same.
Yes,
Yeah.
backwards, yeah.
And I didn't know that doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. Yeah.
So I registered, it's $1,500 each, Canadian and US, to trademark your brand, okay? So I take the paper one morning. Costa Coffee just sold to Coca-Cola for $6.6 billion. Oh, no. Not a week later, I get an order to cease and desist. So I get a letter saying, get your products out of the store. It's causing confusion with our brand, or else we're going to sue the pants out of you. So you're not going to go to court with the lawyers from Coca-Cola because they're on the payroll, right? So I told them, and they were very nice though. So I told them, look, give me 90 days to remove or to try to sell and remove all the sauces left. I'm not going to produce anymore with this label. Give me 90 days to sell what's left in the stores, and I had to come up with another label. So I came out with this logo, and it's the font that you don't have to copy, right?
Okay.
So then I said to myself, okay, with all this happening, because we're in the States right now, we just penetrated into the U.S. market. We're in Maryland and Baltimore.
Oh, nice.
We have some stores there. And I met with a big distributor in New York, which I'm sending, well, she received samples last week. And another guy from New York called me, and I'm sending him the samples this week. So things are starting to open up. And you see, when you do food products, it's a volume business, right? And just New York and Vermont, there's 40 million people. There's more people in one state than the whole of Canada. So that's where you want to be, you know?
Yeah.
If Paul Newman could sell $60 million of sauce because he puts his face on it, I think, that's where we got to go. The other thing, because I love animals and we do eco-friendly products, every time you buy a jar of Costa sauce, a donation is given to the SPCA of Montreal to fight animal cruelty.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
so you're doing another good thing by buying this product. Okay,
That's amazing.
So basically, that's it. So
When's the spaghettata? Is it now in the next 10 minutes?
well, I'm
or
gonna
what?
leave
Who's
you
making
guys
the pasta?
I'm gonna leave you guys the jar after the show. If you guys don't mind, give me an apron. I'm gonna make you a spaghettata that you never seen before.
I would do that live. Forget
Right?
it. Not
We
after.
can do a live show. We
We'll
can do a live show.
Next
Live
time,
podcast.
next time you want,
Absolutely.
we're gonna do some Sicilian treats,
Oh yeah.
and I make the arancinis with my sauce.
Oh, I love
And
arancini.
I did the arancinis with my sauce, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're vegetarian, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that's not vegetarian is the mozzarella, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of vegan
Well, it's
cheese.
vegetarian, right? But it's
No,
Well,
it's
all
vegan,
sauces are vegan and vegetarian.
Yeah.
It's only when you do the bolognese,
Yeah.
yeah,
right?
try the meat.
Right. But then you see, you could replace it, right? And we gotta watch out today, right?
100%.
The meat today, right? They're shooting
Yeah.
the steroids, so that goes in your meat. Today, I buy only organic. I only buy wild fish. If there's got to be meat on my table, it's got to be organic, and because you can't trust anybody today, right?
Yeah.
Like I used to be. I'm still a big avid fisherman. I do catch and release today because there's tons of fish in the store, right?
Yeah.
And this happened. First of all, I'm an avid fly fisherman.
Oh, nice.
I've been fly fishing the York and Dartmouth River in Gaspé for the last 30 years.
Wow.
And I fish the Matan and school break, and I do a lot of lakes around here. And when I was younger, I can bring that salmon, bring it home, salmon steak,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
So one day, I'm fishing the York River, and if you ever go to Gaspé and you want to see a beautiful river, turquoise water, and salmon, you got to stop by the York River, which is very clear, right? But it's very mountainous. So in French, we say, le saumon il est dans tes bottes. It's hard to fly fish because of the positioning. Because when you fly fish, you need 30, 40 feet in the back of you not to get caught in the trees.
Yeah.
So you need clearance, but it's one of the most beautiful rivers I ever seen.
Wow.
And there's also the Dartmouth River, which it's more murky. You see, one has got a lot of rocks. So the rocks, what do? Is they filter the water. So at all the places where fish spawn, it's always gravel. And the other one is more murky, but it's got some of the biggest salmon,
Yeah.
So, they don't look the same, but they're both fantastic rivers. So one day I'm fishing the York, And I see this American guy catch this 40-pound salmon. Man, a beast. It took him at least an hour to bring it in.
Oh.
And we're, because you stop fishing and just amazement of the fight. And that's what I love about salmon fishing, because you're in nature.
Yeah.
You got silence. That's where I feel closest to God.
Yeah.
Right? You're fishing. You're all alone. All of a sudden, the element of surprise, and the fight is on. So I see this guy catch the salmon. Everybody's around. And click, click, click. Pictures. I go give it. He's about to put it back in the water. So I tell him, give it to me. I'll bring it home. You know, because when you fish salmon, you're only allowed one salmon a day. Once you catch that salmon, that's it. You catch it at 7 in the morning, you're not fishing no more.
Yeah.
And you only get 7 tags per year, right? And it's expensive, all these permits to go fishing. So he says, no, I'm putting it back in the water because with all the boats catching the salmons with the nets, the Indians that are grabbing them, and he goes, I love this sport so much and being out in the nature so much that I want my kids and my grandkids to experience this. Since that day, I don't keep the fish anymore.
Wow.
Oh,
Right?
nice.
You know, so because it's true, kids today, they're always home. They're always on their phone. They whereas our generation, what did our parents say? Madu, che vi a fa qua? Mangiare e dormire. We were never home.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right? But you better make sure you were home when that light
Yeah,
lit
that's
up.
true.
Right? But we were never home. We were always outside.
Yeah.
I used to build tree houses and I took one of my cousins fishing in Saint-Zénon, right? And with the boat and everything. And he looked at the sky and you know what he told me? Look, Peter, the Simpsons.
Ah,
You know,
the
when you see the
clouds, the
clouds and the
Simpson
blue sky.
clouds.
Us, we were brought up to that.
Yeah.
You know, we saw the monarchs, the bees, the frogs. So your eyes were used to, we knew the different types of trees. We knew, my father used to go mushroom hunting, so I knew which ones you would cook and which ones got you stoned, right?
I want to find those. What?
So, and the ones that could kill you, right? So, it's different, right? And I want to keep doing that. And,
That's amazing.
And when I see a lot of people getting sick with the food, what the food industry does, that's why I make a product that's 100% natural and natural, organic, right? And like your mother used to make, okay?
Yeah.
So,
Amazing.
Costa Vegan Foods, manja manja.
Fantastic.
Okay, so now my other question is, because you told us about your accomplishments.
One question.
I thought I wasn't going to make an hour.
I told you. Once you get started, but it's good that you talk because it's, you're promoting something
That's what
that
the
you
show's
believe
about.
in.
We
Let's talk
don't-
about it.
Let's talk about
We
it.
don't
Yeah.
know, like right now, and it's beautiful that you talk because we see
Exactly.
the passion behind it, and that's
But-
what a podcast
Thank
is
you
for.
so
People
much.
need to see who the person or the people are and how much care goes into what you do. So now when somebody buys the product, they say, it makes perfect sense. Now I'm going to enjoy it more because I know where it came from.
And I
the
know
person
how it's
took
made,
special
yeah.
care.
And we're gonna put subtitles under, and then you're gonna get the Rebecca's going, hey, tabarnak, ce gars-là, il fait de la bonne sauce, là. Si, on va
That's
l'acheter.
it. So you talked about your accomplishments and your passion for making the sauce, the different kinds of sauce, why it is that you stick to vegan and vegetable. What is your biggest challenge, especially in the market today with so much out there? What is the biggest challenge that you face as an entrepreneur, as somebody who makes the sauce?
The biggest challenges today out there is building a successful team.
Okay.
Is to surround yourself with power people. Tell me who you hang around with, and I'll tell you who you are, right?
Yeah.
And when I was buyer at Villager Shoe Shops, I had 80 managers under me, but we worked as a team, and we had respect for the owner, the supervisor. Today you get, je rentre pas en fin de semaine, mais là, tu sais, right?
Yeah.
And today, like that 70% of the jobs in Quebec are government jobs, right? All the good jobs, right? So it's very hard for an entrepreneur to compete with the government, right? So, you tell people, I'm going to pay you 80, they come and see you. Do you pay for the car?
Yeah.
Do you pay for the gas?
Yeah.
I want minimum 100,000 a year. I'm just getting started over here.
Yeah, it's hard. Staff is always the hardest.
Yes.
You understand? So, as well as in my time, we started when I started Villager, 25,000, even though that was a long time ago. But when I left Villager, and this is 35 years ago, I was making $97,000 a year.
Yeah.
And this is in 1985.
Yeah.
That was money back then.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Of course, of course.
Today, 100,000. It's really 50,000 they get paid. The government takes half of it, right?
Yeah.
And and when you look at our parents and we say, how did they do it?
Yeah, it's true.
Because our parents, we say, we went to school, we went to university, we got the education, we got the diplomas, we are more knowledgeable. Not meaning that we're very smart,
Yeah.
because they didn't have the chance to go to school.
100%.
That was the difference.
Yeah.
Well, and they didn't have high-grade jobs like we could get, right?
No.
They were all manufacturing jobs, most of the immigrants when they came here. How did they do it? To buy a house, marry the kids, and keep a couple of million on the side when they die,
That's what the Madarazzi.
right?
Yeah.
But it was that they were only paying 10% tax,
Yeah.
and everything was cheaper. Right?
Well, that and today's day and age, we need everything. From the get-go. My parents, I'm going to talk about my parents because I know the house was furnished not before they moved in the house. The house was furnished 10 years later. The first year they bought couches when their money was there.
Exactly.
Us, we start, I bought
In
a
debt.
house.
In debt.
I
Slowly,
need
slowly.
a bedroom set. 50,000 on the bedroom, 50,000 a year because you need the bedroom
And they
set to
still
go
have
in.
those bedroom sets.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Right?
don't break. Not like us. Go to Leon. 2 years later, you got to buy another
The
one.
fridge, the washer.
Yeah, we start
My mother still has couches. They still look brand new.
100%. We start with a TV in every room. The first TV that my parents bought, it was 15 years they lived without a
I gotta tell you a
TV.
story about the TV.
Yeah.
But just to say, right?
Yeah.
We spend them. It's credit, right? We use
Yeah.
credit.
But we
Yeah,
spend
But it was in the
Well,
books. I used to
we
live in
needed-
Saint Michel.
Yeah.
I used to do credit in the books.
we need it now.
Yeah, I used to
We
go to
need it
Larry's
now.
Shoes. Marca non do
Yeah.
libero. Just
yeah.
And at the end of the month, they would go pay them or go put it. But everybody in the quartieri
Yeah.
used to do that. That was the
Yeah.
Visa
Yeah.
card in those
Yeah,
days.
that was
right?
the Visa card. Yeah,
Yeah.
with no, with no
20%
20%
interest. And don't be late.
Yeah.
Right? So I remember we had a black and white TV. And, a shit box with the bunny ears that you had to slap and put a little bit
That
of
your father used to tell you, go change your
with
channel.
4 channels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
that's
you
it.
get up and go turn it
I was
on.
the remote. And so one of my grandfather's brother-in-law used to bug, c'hai televisione a colore, c'hai televisione a colore, mazzinetti. So my grandfather says, ma cattare pure io una zinetta a colore.
Zinette.
Zanetta.
And every week they put $10, $20 aside.
Yeah.
When there was enough money to go buy the TV, they went and buy the TV.
Yeah.
And then I remember, because I was a kid, his brother-in-law came over. Giuseppe, t'accattaste sta zinette. Then he goes, che ha colore?
Oh, that's hilarious,
Oh
man.
my God.
Hilarious.
Oh my God. Well, what we're going to do now, before I continue my next question, is we're going to play the game.
The game?
It's the game.
Oh my
The
God.
moment of the game. The game.
game.
Sierra,
I'm going to get it.
don't worry about it. We're lucky if we would add these when we were smaller.
Mannaggia, you would have got a beating by now. When we get home, like this.
No, it's just the look.
The
Remember
look.
the look the mother gives you.
Like that guy. Bazzica tutti se biscotti, a te raccomando.
Now she's all worried.
The game.
Yeah.
Is, you're going to ask the questions here? If you...
Yeah.
Okay, well, the game is called Rapid Response.
Rapid response?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically we're gonna ask you a question, and you're gonna
Take as much time as you need
Yeah,
to
you have to
answer
right
it,
away and
yeah.
answer. So we're gonna ask Lisa the first one, and then You see how she does?
Yeah, she's smart. She's
But
fast.
she wrote the question.
I wrote the guy.
Okay.
So she's just a
I
bit
got it.
Yeah, but you know what? I wrote the questions, but I was mid zanzalita this
You
morning.
didn't Google
so-
the answers, right?
No.
Okay.
The first one, let's say, is Lisa, name 3 completely useless things you have in your house.
Useless things.
And rapid response.
Toothpicks, because I don't even use the toothpicks. They're completely like useless for me. Needle and thread, because it's completely useless because I don't sew. And 3 useless things. I was gonna say spouse, but he's not useless. He's not useless. A toaster oven.
Toaster oven.
I find it's completely useless.
I've got the air
Because you
fryers.
have the
Yeah,
air
the air
fryer,
fryer
you have the
today.
microwave, you have all these things. So now toaster oven I find completely useless.
I'm not big on microwave, but
I
I
know.
really love the air fryer.
I heard that they were good. I
They're
still have to
fantastic.
get one. I heard they were very good.
They're very Costco got good deals on them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Very useful, very fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get.
And you know what it is? You really get the crispiness.
Yes.
Even better than the oven.
I heard.
I had some guests
I
over
missed-
and had made arancinis.
Yeah.
And even when I would heat them up in the oven, like the middle or would stay cold. or-
Yeah.
They came out like fresh out of the oven, just reheated in the air fryer.
Nice.
Very good.
I know. I need because you know what? I heard the cotelettes are very good in the air
Yeah.
fryer too. I don't know, but I heard they were very good.
1 teaspoon of oil, one tablespoon of oil, cook French fries. That's what it is. You save on calories.
I
and
love French fries.
who doesn't love French fries?
Where are we?
Peter.
Okay, Peter.
I won already.
You missed this question. They were so fast.
I sound dead, don't I?
No, you sound beautiful. Go.
Yeah, okay. Peter, name 3 toppings you think shouldn't go on pizza.
3 topics.
You should not go on pizza.
Pineapple. If you put pineapple on pizza, I'm calling the police.
I told you.
I disagree.
I disagree.
Good.
Yeah.
So pineapple, no.
I'm offended.
Smoked meat.
Yeah.
What
Viste
else?
dura?
Well, you know, I like everything on pizza except pineapple. Well, 3 things: pineapple. That's it. The rest you could put.
Mango.
Mango. Don't put mangoes.
All right. Lisa, go ahead.
She's offended. Look at her. She's like, I can't go on.
Good.
You put pineapple on your
Yeah,
pizza?
she likes
it.
Forget
I like
about coming and
Hawaiian.
fill for me.
I like it. I like the sweet and
The Hawaiian.
No, what? That's funny. Okay, go.
So the next one is.
name 3 things that always make you laugh.
3 things that are Peter,
Oh,
Rocco, and Bosco. Oh, my 2 dogs.
oh.
My 2 dogs. Yeah, they're clowns. Does that count? No?
I guess.
I guess it counts. See, I'm for rapid response. It's fast.
You're fast.
I know, but what can I say?
Peter, name 3 special meals that you rarely cook.
That I will only cook.
Rarely cook.
Rarely cook. Sushi.
No, you don't like sushi?
I rarely cook it.
Okay.
I eat it,
Yeah.
but I don't cook it.
Yeah.
All right?
You roll up the.
What I rarely cook, you know, that's a tough one for a chef because I cook everything. you know?
Vist.
Oh, yeah. Tripa. Everybody loves tripa. I can't do it.
No.
And blood sausage.
Oh,
Those are the 3 things I will never do.
that's disgusting.
Tripa, blood sausage, and pineapple on pizza.
Next one.
I don't like this question.
If I see you
I
put
roll it.
pineapple on pizza, I'm calling the police.
I don't know why you come up with these questions.
Because I'm a bit. It's in the morning. I write them.
Of course. Name 3 languages that turn you on.
Ooh, Italian, Spanish, and
Français.
French from France.
Ah, oui, pipi, poupou.
It's like what's his name there? The
It's show, Madame
skunk,
Twignes.
the skunk,
Pepe
the
Le
skunk.
Pew.
Yeah, with the oui, madame, ma
Come
chérie.
with me to the
Come with
tunnel
me, I
of
take you
love.
to the highest mountain.
Yeah.
And then she scratches his face, and then he goes, I love it when they play hard to get.
The moon, the spoon.
No, but they go zut alors. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, zut, darn it.
Zut,
Darn
zut alors.
Zut alors.
Mangiamo un bel croissant. I put my foot there. A little bit of...
Peter, name 3 aphrodisiacs.
3 aphrodisiacs. Chocolate. 3 aphrodisiacs.
Sì, hai visto?
Chocolate. Well, you know, food. Chocolate.
Pineapple.
Pizza.
Pineapple.
But pizza with no pineapple. And I gotta say, I'm a big lover of arancinis.
I love arancini. She's like, I'm leaving over here. I want my pineapple
that's
pizza.
too funny.
Oh my God.
Lisa, name 3 aphrodisiacs. Come on, let's change the game around.
Shrimp, oysters.
Aphrodisiac shrimp?
Yeah,
Well, you know,
exactly.
ça met la mine dans le
Shrimp,
crayon. Les
oyster.
oysters.
You need shrimp.
And I said name 3.
Oh, okay.
This doesn't want it big like a shrimp,
Okay.
but she wants the effect.
Oyster. Oyster, I don't know if mussels are.
No, like, are you talking
Perfume, I would think, is
perfume?
a certain sense, no? Not flower sense, but you have like the,
No, like
the
what-
nice sense.
Foods that make you salive, right?
It's alive.
Salivation.
Yeah. Like a bella lasagna.
A parmigiano.
Me, food. Is all of food in general.
Parmigian's the best. The best. You can't.
Tutto che fa bene della vita si inizia con la
Vino!
vino.
Vino!
Yeah, but that's because you don't know what you're doing
Ma
anymore.
senti,
That's
senti,
why.
senti, tutte le belle cose nella vita si iniziano con la lettera A,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
L'amore,
La
l'amicizia,
Sì.
la pizza, la parmigiana,
salsa de
la
costa.
lasagna.
Salsiccia. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm getting the cue. We're already done.
Yeah.
We're done.
We're done.
Oh my God, I was worried I couldn't make the time, but this was
That's
a
an
great
hour.
show.
I
That's
told
an
you.
I
hour.
had a really, really good time, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.
We're waiting for the spaghetti. Pero.
Okay, wait. Social media, we're going to plug
Yes,
your
we have to
social
know where to
media.
find you, Peter. Emo, we have to know where to
We
find
got to
you.
plug you. I mean, the sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Okay,
was
so
bad. Yeah.
where you can find us?
Yeah.
So you could get Costa Vegan Food online at www.costaveganfoods.com. We have 2 major guys delivering our sauce, which is Chef Biologico and Chez Matsure.
Yeah.
And you could order directly from me. But from me, I only sell by case.
Okay.
Because
Okay,
a
so we
jar
can
at a
buy
time-
directly through.
Yeah, you can buy online, shipped to your house.
Shit, I didn't know that.
On my website, there's 2 links, Chef Biologico, Matsure.
Okay.
And they'll deliver anything you want. For me, you could buy by the case, and I'll sell it to you at the same price that I sell the stores. Okay, so
Okay.
you're getting cost price,
Can I
right?
ask a quick question?
Yes.
Do the stores get angry at that?
They don't know. Well, they're gonna know now.
I was going to say.
Where to go, Peter? Oh, we can edit that out.
You know, they don't really know, but you know, look. In this business, right? It's
gotta
the
make-
stores. It's the stores that make the money, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, if I could offer a good, healthy product to somebody
Yeah.
for a better price because he's encouraging me
Yeah.
and he's buying online, the more the better, okay?
Of course.
Eventually, you know, health food products is like the sausage. The more you eat, the fresher it is, right?
Yeah.
Our thing is that what's good about our sauce, it's shelf life 18 months.
Oh, wow.
So you can keep it 18 months and the cupboard is still good.
very good.
We put, once it's open, to refrigerate and consume within 5 days.
Oh, yeah.
But we tested it up to 6 months and it was still good.
Are you serious?
So, you know, I don't want to kill anybody,
don't-
but
don't
four
wait 6 months,
It
but-
tastes like the first day you bought it. What you got to be careful of when you put it back in the fridge with the lid on, because once it's open, it has to go in the fridge.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because what kills a product is air,
Yeah.
right? So what you got to make sure is the sauce that stays around the lid You know those little.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that's gonna mold.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the best thing you gotta do is shake it, put it back in the fridge. You can keep it for 4 months.
But what did they put it the 5 days?
I want some more sauce.
Okay, happy.
Well, first of all, you don't want to kill anybody,
Yeah.
right?
Something
but,
happens,
But if
then
you're
they-
careful of how you put it in your fridge, it can stay up to 4 months.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's just what's
Yeah,
around the lid,
Yeah.
the first to go.
Yeah. That's normal.
But you put the lid back on, and that's why I do mason jars.
Yeah.
First of all, easy to recycle.
Yeah.
So when you buy a sauce, you buy a mason jar today, it's $1.50,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that goes into the cost of the sauce,
And
right?
you know the Italians are going to use that jar about 150 times.
I mean, with the rusted
Yeah,
labels and
everything. Reuse.
big time.
Reuse.
Use plastic,
As we recycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you use other jars, you don't get the pop effect
Yeah.
of the mason jar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you open, you hear that.
That's why I use mason jar, because the sauce lasts longer.
Yeah.
It's got a shape, and you could do the vacuum seal.
Yeah.
As whereas the other jars, if you don't get the right cap, my friend, you're gonna die.
You're not.
Valene.
You get poisoned. You get
Yeah,
And
for
you know, I sold some to a friend, and she goes, Peter, she showed me it was boiling like the sauce out of the jar. I go, don't eat it. Sometimes, if there's a little crack in the glass,
Yeah.
or the jar's not, like when you make fresh sauce,
Yeah.
you might get that effect, right?
Okay.
So Italians that reuse
Yeah.
the jar after a while,
It dies, yeah.
Yeah.
and what probably happened is when you deliver, I didn't have it in a box, I had it in bags, right? Because you only wanted two, 3 jars.
Yeah.
They bang. So you get a little crack that you don't even see.
Yeah.
As soon as air gets in, it's gonna blow up.
Yeah. I don't know. For sure.
Amazing.
So I want to thank you so much for coming on. It was
Thank you so
incredible.
much.
I hope we
It
could
was
do our
fun.
live.
We'll do the live.
Yeah.
That will be
Yeah.
fantastic. Now we have Sierra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna come
She's
and
like,
film
yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Look, if you come and film for me, maybe.
Pineapple pizza.
Maybe.
That's the deal. You have a Hawaiian pizza. She's gonna film.
I'm going against my own law.
And she's
Oh
gonna,
no!
she's gonna film it too.
Here, he doesn't like
she's
pineapple
gonna take
pizza.
a picture. Yeah.
I'll make you the best pizza you ever had, Sarah.
Thank you so much, AP,
What
for
about us?
coming on, man.
What about
Yeah,
me?
I know.
I don't get any. You see what I'm saying? Look at the a gioventù de oggi, io. That's
see?
it.
Okay, no pineapple for you.
There you go.
Just
See?
kidding. Just kidding.
Thank you so much, Peter, for coming. I'm really excited to try the sauce now. I have to be honest.
Yeah.
The fact that you said those Puglia tomatoes, I don't know. I'm like
Well, look,
old to this.
you know what you do? Google Puglia tomatoes, and you're gonna see.
Go
it.
to Puglia and pick the
Google
tomatoes.
it, and you're gonna see.
Yeah.
The
Best tomatoes in the
Puglia,
world.
Fantastic. It's just the climate.
Yeah.
You're in the south of Italy.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a peninsula that's surrounded by 3 areas of the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah. You can't.
You can't beat
Olive
that.
oil
You
is
can't beat-
fantastic. The food from Puglia is amazing.
Yeah, you can't beat
It's
it. You can't
amazing.
beat it. So that's it. We're all going to Puglia. Peter's taking us all. So whoever's watching, your luck. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Peter.
Thank
and
you.
guys, look, they look amazingly delicious. You heard from the creator himself. Go to the stores, buy it, give it a shot, because I mean, you won't be disappointed from what we heard. And stay tuned, guys. Thanks again for our sponsors who sponsored our show. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. And tune in to our brother podcast sessions with Stefano Vanni. We hear him in the background.
Yes.
Did hear him? Okay,
Bye,
there-
guys.
a bit
Find us
delayed.
on YouTube. Find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Google
as well.
Podcast,
You're
all
gonna
of
be
that.
everywhere.
Hey, you could do a live channel on Roku now.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah?
we can,
Interesting,
we
yeah.
can.
Roku
Catch us on
TV.
Roku.
Too bad no one watches that. No, joking.
I have Roku.
You watch Roku? Okay.
There you go. Bye,
But there's
Tita.
a million.
My old TV's on Roku.
Yeah, true.
Nice. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Hey, guys,
Thank you,
Peter, thank
Have
you
a
so,
great,
so much,
great
man.
It was a
night.
pleasure.
And we're going to tune in for the next show because the next show will be coming soon.
Soon. Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.